Assalamu alaikum. Today we start the data analysis through SPSS. First of all, I show this model. You can see the model on the screen. Here we have got four variables. Servant leadership is an independent variable. Innovative work behavior is a dependent variable. Promotion focus has been introduced here as a mediator, and psychological safety is a moderator. Psychological safety moderates the relationship between servant leadership and promotion focus. Additionally, it moderates the mediating role of promotion focus. The related hypotheses are given here. This study has got six hypotheses. Servant leadership is related to innovative work behavior. The first one. Second one says servant leadership is related to promotion focus. Third, promotion focus is related to innovative work behavior. Fourth, promotion focus mediates the relationship between servant leadership and innovative work behavior. Fifth and sixth hypothesis are about the moderating role of psychological safety. For psychological safety is mentioned to be a moderator between servant leadership and promotion focus. In the last one, psychological safety is claimed to be the moderator, moderating the relationship between promotion focus and okay, there is a mistake. It cannot psychological safety, but innovative. No, it's okay. Mediation is strong. It's not mentioned completely. Psychological safety moderates the mediating effect of promotion focus in such a way that the mediation is strong when psychological safety is high and weak when psychological safety is low. Apart from this, when we conduct this data analysis, there is something that is called respondents profile. We want to know about the gender, age, and other variables that will describe the selected population or the sample drawn. Beside this, we have got descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics, you can see we have mean and standard deviation for all the variables used in the study, and then we have got the correlation values. Next to it, you can see that we have got this hierarchical regression, uh, uh, providing the results for all the hypotheses. We would run them, and then at the end, we have mediated moderation model. Okay, all these things were done through SPSS. Now, first of all, we will show you the questionnaire which was used to collect data for this study. The first questions here, you can see that they are about the servant leadership. We have used Leiden scale for measuring servant leadership, and you can see that there are seven items and they have been measured from strongly disagree to strongly agree. The second construct is related to promotion focus. Okay, it has brought, I think, 8 to 16, almost nine items. And then we have got psychological safety. Here you can see that it's being measured through these items, and all the things are measured on strongly on a scale fixed in rating of strongly disagree to strongly agree. Finally, we have got innovative work behavior that have been measured through 10 items, and the scale rating is from 1 to 7. 1 is never, and 7 is always, and the other values can be seen here. At the end of the questionnaire, we have got these demographic questions. Okay, you can see this. Now, what we need to do, we need to conduct data analysis for all this, and for that, we need to have a look at the data. Here we have got the SPSS file. You can see age, experience, all the variables which were related to the uh, 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 profile or the demographics. They are mentioned in the beginning, even though in the questionnaire they were at the end. And then we have got all the items measured on seven item scales from servant leadership to innovative what we have. You can see the variables in the variable group. Okay, all these things are mentioned, and yeah, you can have a look at all these things, age, gender, and all these things are here. One more thing which we have already done, and I'll show you once more, and for your recap, we would conduct it once more. These variables have been computed: servant leadership, psychological safety is here, okay, promotion, focus, innovative work behavior, and the interaction term. How they've been done, you remember that previously we learned it transform compute variables. Here, for example, if I have to compute the servant leadership SL, I will call it X because SLA, because I already have a variable SL. So now you remember that how we did it mean, and then I could put these items one by one. uh, and the items would be separated through servant leadership. No, not items would be separated through comma that I'm doing right now. You can see it, and definitely when you have done a thing once, the second time, it's quite easy. In the last video, we learned it, and just for your recap, and those who did not watch the last video, they can have a look at it again. Now, when I press the button, you can see the values here. This is the value of servant leadership. Right? Here you can see two, again two, it's five, and there's five. There is a little difference of number of the points after the, what's it called, after the point, how many digits are there. The more digits are here and there are a few digits, definitely we can check it. We can change it quite easily. 16 decimal. If I just write okay, okay, I write, can I write 3 decimal? Okay, I have done it. So have a look at now. Which one is not change it again. So I'll do it once more. I'll try this is for example, I have done it for now. No one. Okay, come down. Okay, this is decimal 16 decimal. Okay, I bring it down to uh, 3 decimal. Okay, 3 decimal, so 3 decimal, 3 decimal. So that has been done, and now we will have a look at the data. Okay, you can see that all the decimals are less now. Previously, there were too many decimals, but now we've changed it so we can have a control over it. Definitely, it was not such an important thing to learn, but yet it was there, and there was the difference. So now I would remove this variable because it was just for the purpose of recap, and I clear it, and it's been removed. Now I've got these variables with me. With this, I will conduct different analysis, and definitely we would be doing things not once but multiple times so we can have the understanding. Now, first of all, I want to teach you how to compute the profile of respondents. What do you mean by profile? Okay, in the studies you've seen that they would describe you how many male and female are there, what are their ages. To do this, we have got one important thing that is descriptive statistics and frequency. For example, see, I've got one variable that is the gender. Okay, I've sent it, and the other is education. I've sent these two variables. Okay, now statistics. I want to compute not the mean. Okay, this is the chart. Okay, bar chart. Okay, definitely I'm not interested. I'm interested in the chart values, and even if I don't take it, okay, that would be good. If I compute it for this, you can see that I did not pick those things, the graphs, but I've got these male and female. You can see that how many are they and their percentages. Similarly, bachelor, master, PhD, all these values are there. So I've computed them. Besides this, I've got the other variables. Okay, I'll go once more. For example, I'm interested in computing the mean of the variables as they are sometimes they part. For example, I go there and I pick these variables again. Now I remove them. How there's a button of reset. Click remove all. I send age, experience in the current field. Okay. Experience another. Okay. Now these two I'm not sending because I've already done it. Now I go to statistics and I say that I need mean and where is the standard deviation? I can see it here. Okay. I need these two values because they are the ones which are mostly required in this study. Okay. Okay. There is some problem. Okay. They've given me the frequency table, which I did not need it. But in fact, I was mistaken. I will press this control Z. Okay, nothing is being done. But I'll go and I will have a look at once more that what I did. Okay, charts are none. Okay, but yet they have computed the frequency, not the thing which I did not need. And display frequency table. Okay, this was the button which was pressed and which created some problems for me. Now we can see this age experience. Okay. Mean and standard deviation, I can see for the values here. The sample size is 400 and mean and standard deviation for age and all these things are given here. So this is the table I've got. With the help of this, I can create the the respondent's profile that can easily be done. Now, the second thing which I want to do is to test the hypothesis. Okay. I'll have a look at the hypothesis of my study. And then we would, okay, there is one more thing, this correlation table, how I can produce it. Okay, that is something very important. Okay, here I've computed, I've developed the here I've got developed the descriptive statistics. It consists of two things: mean and standard deviation, which are given here, and the second thing is the correlation values, which are here. So definitely you need to understand the meaning of correlation values that we would describe a bit later. But first, how these things can be done through SPSS, we would have a look. Okay, I go to the data. This is the file. Okay, now I go to correlation. Okay, you can see bivariate correlation. Once I go there, I pick these variables, this option here. Okay. If you ask me that why I put this gender and education, so my answer would be that the other researchers do it quite often. So I'm following their steps. Otherwise, for the qualitative values, this correlation with quantitative variables does not carry much value, much important, but still we are computing them because they are being normally done. Now, if I press, okay, now one more thing. Okay? With this, I can ask for this mean and standard deviation table. So now you can see that at the top, we have got this mean and standard deviation for all the variables, age, experience, and all. And you can compare these values to the previous value which you got here. Okay? For example, age 29.2, and here 29.2. So very much similar, but here they've done it for almost all the variables. The construct of the study, which are at the bottom, from servant leadership to innovative work behavior, we can see that what are the values of mean and standard deviation. Now, the correlation table, okay? This big correlation table is being given here. Definitely, when we are working, we would not produce the tables the way like this. Definitely, we will change them. The change table you can see. Now, have a look. That this is the table which I produce, and we can see it here. So the values are here. Now, definitely, all these values are important, but some important values are related to this construct. Okay? And I would pick these ones. Okay? I would color them. I would put some color. If I can put this color in the partial part of it, this. Yeah, it's been yellow. Now you can have a look at. Yeah, these are the values. Promotion focus, relationship with servant leadership at seven, and the other ones. Okay. Now I would describe a few values here, and then I would tell you that how they are related. Correlation value, the correlation statistics value, it ranges from -1 to 1. The range is from -1 to 1. When it is negative, it means that negative linear relationship. When it is positive, it means that positive linear relationship. Then there is another twist in it. The value which is near zero, it would mean weak relationship. The value which are near one, it would mean strong relationship. So up to zero point 0.3 weak, up to zero point 0.6 moderate, and above zero point 0.6 it would be strong relationship. So if we look at this value, 0.572, so it is moderate relationship between promotion focus and servant leadership. Look at this value again. According to our description, innovative work behavior and this promotion focus, there is a strong relationship. Okay, and you can have a look at this this direct, and they are not mentioned here. Okay, I'll have a look it down there in the next page again. Okay, yes. Two, steric correlation is significant at 0.01. In any other video, we would describe that what we mean by significance. But you can see that all the relationship between the construct among the constructs are positive and significant. That's the thing we have done, and we've shown you that how we did it with the help of with the help of SPSS. Now, the other thing which we are interested in are the hypotheses. We have got these hypotheses. Okay, these three hypotheses. Okay. Okay, they are the direct hypothesis. Direct hypothesis means that there is no moderation or mediation in it. One variable is being related to other. Now, first, I would discuss it with the help of a very simple one that is called simple regression, and then we would teach it to you with the help of hierarchical regression. So first, going to the simple regression, we go to the data now. Okay. So, for example, see, we have got these variables, and I say that promotion focus is related to servant leadership. Now, the first one is servant leadership is related to innovative work behavior. So, for example, I've got these two variables, and I want to relate them to test them. So now I see here that I go regression, linear regression. Yeah. So you can see analyze regression and linear. Once I've done it, what I do, I've got these two places, dependent variable and independent variable. My dependent variable is innovative behavior, and my independent variable is servant leadership. I have provided these two values. Now I go to statistics, okay, model fit, estimates, okay, right now R square change. I don't want it because I just produce one model, so there will be no questions of change in amount of R square. So that I've done it. Again, now if I press this button, so it would give me three different tables. Definitely they would have are multiple values in them, and definitely all of them are important, but we would discuss some of them and not the other. Okay. Now, first here it tells that what were the variables, which one was independent and which one was dependent, and what was the method. Now see here, R square. R square is 0.274. R square is called coefficient of determination. Coefficient of determination tells how much variation in the dependent variable, which right now is inevitable behavior, is explained by the set of independent variables. Right now, the set of independent variables contains only one, that is servant leadership. So servant leadership accounts for 27.4% variation in the dependent variable, and that is inevitable behavior. The second table, it is called ANOVA table. It tells whether this explained variation is a significant amount. So definitely you can have a look at it. F value and significant, both of them describe, or both of them tell us that the amount of variation, which is 27%, is a significant amount. Now we come to the coefficients here of regression. If you can look at the values here, 2.798 and 0.480. These are the two values, okay? And we can see here that servant leadership has got a positive a coefficient, 0.48. So it means that servant leadership has a positive effect on innovative behavior. Now, to answer whether this effect is a significant one, we can compare with the significant value. So you can see not the first one, but the second one, which is against the servant leadership value. Again, we can see that it's 0.000. Okay, it shows that the effect is significant. So, with the help of this coefficient, we can see that whether the effect is positive or negative. So here the effect is positive, and here with the help of significant value, we can say that we can find that whether it is significant. So we can see that now that it is significant. Now, moving to the other hypothesis, we would not be doing it. I'll show you that what tables we have produced for the thing. Okay? Here you can see that first model, second model, in both the models, the promotion focus has been used. So now I'll be producing this, okay? And have a look at how it's being done. Servant leadership in the first go has been put. Then in the second go, they have put psychological, no, they have put, okay, we are here, okay? We did this innovative work behavior, third and fourth model first, okay? So please forgive me because I needed to describe this in model 3 and model 4, but I was describing model 1 and model 2. So you can see it in model 3. Servant leadership has been taken as a dependent variable, and innovative work behavior has been taken as a dependent variable. And you can see this 0.523 and a double steric significance at 1%. Then in the model 4, we have picked two variables again. Now, one is promotion focus and the servant leadership. How it was done, we are going to show you through SPSS. Okay. Now we come here, we go to analyze, and we come to regression. Okay. Now have a look in regression. I have come to linear regression, and this is innovative work behavior and servant leadership, which I have previously done. Now I press this button. Next. And here, what I've done it previously, I put just servant leadership. Now with servant leadership, I have put another variable, that is promotion focus. Instead of one variable, now what? Two variables. One is servant leadership and the other is promotion focus. So now see, there are there is hierarchical regression. Okay. In the first stage, okay, there is one variable. In the second stage, there are two variables. So definitely I would need these change in R square. That would be something very important to me. So I have pressed it. Now if I continue and press OK, so the results would be a bit different. Okay. Now you can have a look. There are two models. In the first model, servant leadership was a variable, and the second model, then we added another one, promotion focus. Okay, and have a look. R square. For the first model, it is 0.274, and for the second model, it is 0.442. So R square change with the addition of second variable from it is 27. From 27, it jumped to 44. How much change? It's almost 17% change. You can see 16.8 to be exact. Now, if we come to this ANOVA, so both the models are significant. Okay, so the second model is more significant, and the first model is less significant because second model has got more variables in it. Now we come to the coefficients. You can have a look at it again. Servant leadership 0.523, the standardized coefficient, and you can see that it's significant. Then we come to the servant leadership and promotion focus, okay, and both of them are significant. Okay, so now if we look at the table which we have already produced, here you can see these are the things, 3, 4. We have put R square, we have provided our change in R square, and we have provided these coefficient values and significance described through this direct and the model 3 and 4 we have done. Now, if we move to model 1 and model 2, so here our dependent variable is promotion focus. In the first model, we have picked servant leadership. In the second model, we have picked two things, psychological safety and then the interaction term, servant leadership and psychological safety. And you can see the results here. So again, we have to run two different models and you will see that how we would do it. So we move to the thing, we come here to the data. This interaction term we have already produced, and you would have a look at it, that how the things are done. First, I go to analyze, okay, then regression, linear regression, and the reset button I have pressed, and the things have vanished. Now I come and my new variable, dependent variable is promotion focus. In the first go, I provide the servant leadership. In the second go, along with servant leadership, I provide psychological safety, and along with it, the interaction term made up of this SL and PS. So now I've got all the things, and definitely I'm really interested in model fit and R square change. Even if I don't pick this one, but at least I need this. Okay, so now I can move and pressing the button, you can see that very much similar. Previously, we mentioned that R square and change in R square. Okay, the first model 32 for 33%, and then the second model adds 8.9% variation. The second model explains the additional. Okay, and now we can have a look at it. Okay, servant leadership significant. Okay, servant leadership, psychological safety, and interaction term. Okay, servant leadership has a significant impact. Psychological safety has a significant interaction term is negative. What it means that when psychological safety increases, it would decrease over interest. Okay, and we can have a look at it. And now we compare our values with the values which we had here. Okay, and here we can see it, this one. Okay, so 0.903 and all this is we can see it quite easily. But what value we have shown here, we have to have a look at it. These are the values. You can see it. Okay. So in this video, we would describe it to this point, and now in the next video, we would discuss the moderation and mediation. Thanks for watching this. Inshallah, we'll meet in the